So I've got, the way this comes, like you got like all these different colors. So I'm just sort of starting with one. And I sort of plan on making something large and epic with not necessarily all of them because some of them are like very specific pieces, you know, like they're sort of made for specific things.
How many pieces come in this?
Like 700 something.
Challenge accepted by you.
Actually, the outside of the box didn't say how many, but it's like 700, like 82 or something like that.
Yeah. And
So,
that's the thing. Now that we have this, we can actually get like mix packs or something like that,
yeah.
and add to it.
Yeah, like some of the smaller sets and yeah.
The big thing that I don't like about it when I was a kid, Lego still did what it's doing now to a certain extent, but nowadays it's cutting out all the creativity, and it's like this is what you're going to make with this set.
That's why you get these type, because you get pieces, and it does have like a little book of some ideas, but you can build whatever you want with this. But you're right, like if you get a Batman set or a Star Wars set, that's basically the only thing you can make with that set. It's what that set was designed for.
Yeah, it's like buying a prefab bookshelf. Every piece to make that bookshelf is in there. There are no extra pieces. There's nothing else that is meant for that stuff. You are to make the bookshelf and move on. You know, and when it comes to toys...
Sorry, this is probably really loud, guys.
When it comes to toys, I just don't think that's the way to go.
Got it. Thank you.
For next time. But anyways, for toys though, especially when they're in the developmental years, you need them to be creative. They made a castle that is pink. Awesome. You know, they did this, they did that. Alright, awesome. You know, and some of it's going to look great and some of it's going to look like crap. And that's anything a child creates. You know, and that's the thing is some of it will spark genius and some of it will be, well, at least they had fun.
Trial and error.
Well, yeah, exactly. At least they had fun while they were doing it. You know.
Like with my kiddos at school, what I do is I give them a task. So, like they had to build a maze out of Legos. I didn't tell them anything else other than it had to be a maze. And they had a figure that had to be able to go through the maze. So in other words, they couldn't make the little line segments only one deep because their figure had to be able to move through it.
And the figures are two.
Yeah, and the figures are too wide. But I didn't tell them that. They had to figure that out on their own.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of neat how even as... Well, we're not 30 yet, but we're getting there.
I'm very close.
So am I, so don't feel bad. Anyways, it's funny how we can buy this kind of thing for a classroom, but
still get enjoyment out of it ourselves.
Well, I was wondering how long it'd take before one of us would break into this thing.
Yeah.
So go ahead and show off your structure.
No, this is what I've got right here. It's sort of looking a little bit like you know those buildings that they have. Actually, it looks a little bit like a parking garage now that I look at it. But I was sort of thinking like one of those Chinese buildings with the weird roofs. That
Terracotta roofs?
I don't think they call the Chinese ones terracotta roofs.
I don't know.
That would be like Mexican or
Italian.
Or Italian, yeah.
Or Spanish.
But I'm still playing with it a bit. Maybe gonna add a few other things to the top to make it sort of have that kind of look to it.
Okay.
But I could have added, you know, some more windows and even a door. But I didn't think about that while I was down there, so I guess people get in through the window.
Or via helicopter.
Yeah, via helicopter. Wayne was having to help me find the corner pieces earlier. Because I was like, I know I saw them while I was undoing all these, but now I can't find them. But yeah, we had that.
You know, the sad thing is, it doesn't look like 700 some odd pieces. But I know it is because it's what the box said.
It is, I'm sure. There's just tons of different pieces, you know.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I finally finished with my little building. And it sort of became like a bunch of different, like eras of architecture. Because you sort of got like the medieval thing looking here. And you got like the Greek columns on the side. On the top, there's a garden. Okay, Renaissance, medieval, you know, whatever. At the top is a garden, and so that's why there's little flowers there. So it's a building, like I think it's called starts with P.
Alhambra?
No, not an Alhambra. Anyway, so it's like a building that has the garden up top. So there's like little flowers on top, and yeah. It's cute.
So how many pieces do you think you used?
I don't know. There's still all that in there.
Wow.
So.
Not as many as it looks.
So yeah, there's not as many pieces in here as it looks because these are some of the bigger pieces.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I thought was really clever though is it comes with this little wedge thing to like actually be able to take them apart easier. You know, like how whenever like you've push them together and they can be hard to pry apart, especially if you just make like a stack of like all the same one and like you push it together really hard, it can be hard to get apart. And I haven't actually played with this yet, but I think you just snap that. Yeah, I got that. And this side has like a little wedge if like it was just really impossible, I guess, to loosen it up at first. Or something. I don't know. It shows how to use it on something, but
probably on the pamphlet.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty clever. Little, yeah, like that. But there's also that piece. I don't know what that's for yet either. But I thought it was nice that a big kit like this came with something to get him apart, because that is really crummy whenever they get stuck together and you can't get it. Now the inside of this, in case you weren't sure, it is hollow. That's what it looks like on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm excited. I'll probably actually keep this in there so my kids can see that you're never too old to play with Legos. That's why, like, on the package, I think they always say, like, from, like, $9 to $9.99 or something like that. I don't know. I threw away the actual package. This is, like, not what the front... It had, like, a piece of cardboard around it.
Yeah.
But it always says like from $9 to $900 or to $99 or something like that.
Because you're not likely to live past 99, apparently.
Well, I think it's more if you're 99, it's going to be hard for you to do things like with the Legos, like putting them together, because that requires dexterity and fine motor skills that you start to lose once you get old.
Yeah, I don't look forward to that.
Yeah, neither do I.
But
This is to poke something. Like you poke it through something a bit.